Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the Trump administration is ready to, quote, move on if progress is not made in peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. Rubio was in Paris yesterday for talks in the war and discussed the White House's intentions if the situation is drawn out.
We need to determine very quickly now, and I'm talking about in a matter of days, whether or not this is doable over the next few weeks. If it is, we're in. If it's not, then we have other priorities to focus on as well. I think it's important to remind everybody that the Ukraine war is a terrible thing, but it's not our war. We didn't start it. The United States has been helping Ukraine over the last 3 years, and we want it to end.
I want to bring in CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand, who's at the White House for us this morning. So, Natalie, what progress would the White House like to see before they decide to abandon these talks with Ukraine?
Hi, Vlad. Good to be with you. Well, as you heard, the Secretary of State signal there, it seems that he, at least, is running out of patience for these negotiations, which have been going on for, he said, the past 87 days. So we know that he made those comments leaving France this morning, where negotiations with European counterparts have been underway, talking about a framework or outlines of a proposal. We know that talks will reconvene or are supposed to reconvene next week, according to our Margaret Brennan. But his comments also come in stark contrast to comments also made today by the vice president, who is visiting Italy, and said that interesting things have happened over the past 24 hours with respect to Russia and Ukraine negotiations, and that he is optimistic for an end to the war. But again, these comments from Secretary of State Rubio seem to put pressure on both sides to try to move closer to this deal. Again, he said they want some answers in a matter of days, not weeks or months. Vlad.
So Ukraine has said that it signed the outline of a minerals deal with the U.S. How could that impact these talks?
Yeah, well, we heard President Trump yesterday say that a minerals deal will be signed next week. Treasury Secretary Bessent also said that it's substantially similar to what's been talked about for the past couple of months. What we know has been signed right now is, according to Ukrainian officials, a memorandum of understanding for an economic partnership and the establishment of an investment fund for the reconstruction of Ukraine. Details, we don't have exact details of what is in that memorandum or the source of revenue, but it appears that that is putting everyone a step closer to the signing of this larger minerals deal that, again, we've been talking about for weeks and weeks, subject to those contentious negotiations.
All right, Natalie Brand for us at the White House. Natalie, thank you.